Today I'm taking a zero in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, where I'm coming off the trail to flip up to Maine to do the second half of this journey southbound. And I wanted to take this time to explain the name of my channel. And the name of my channel doesn't have anything to do with this graveyard, but it does have something to do with someone who's buried in a similar graveyard somewhere in Virginia. And her name was Shirley T. We called her Shirley T because we had two Shirleys at the time that worked in, I have a visitor, so clearly wanting attention, so I'll give this visitor attention. And you can watch as I explain this. We had two Shirleys, so we called them Shirley T and Shirley O. Shirley T was kind of a really good-hearted person. She was kind of a bumbler sometimes and stumbler, but she always had good intentions at her heart. And she wanted the best for everybody and everybody to be happy. The kind of person she was, like when I say stumbler, bumbler, she one time brought chili for the chili, or for the potluck, for a potluck we were having at the place that we worked. And she put it in her trunk, and it was a flat surface there, and she thought all would be well. But when she got to work, of course, the chili had spilled, and she was proud that some of that chili had remained in the pot. But when I saw her there, she was cleaning up her trunk. And you know, a little abashed that the chili had spilled and she wouldn't get to share it all with everybody. And I hope this cat belongs to somebody. It's well fed. Yeah. So anyway, that's the kind of person she was. And she had had an accident a few years before I started working with her, and it had given her scoliosis. Her spine was tipped, and she, you know, it was just getting worse, and her spine was really curved. And she was going to get married that year, and she wanted to be able to walk down the aisle straight. So she had an operation to fix her spine. And she was in a full body cast for a few weeks. I would go by to see her, and she had heard me sing at one point and liked it. I'm not crazy about my voice, but you know, she liked it, so when I went over, we would sing little songs and just, you know, sing. Songs are really good. And she called me at work one day and asked me to sing to her. And I'm pretty embarrassed about singing in front of people. I can't do it, really. And I said, no, I'll be over this weekend and we'll sing together then. And she said, okay. You know, because I didn't want to be embarrassed in the office. I didn't sing. So I want to say it was that night, but it might have been the next day. She had a pulmonary embolism, and the medics didn't get her to the hospital in time, and she died. So, you know, it really wouldn't have taken much. A little embarrassment for me to sing a song out loud at work. But instead, I've carried this guilt around now for years and years. It would have been such a simple thing, and I said no, and it has bothered me for these many years. So that's part of what I was doing on these trails. Every day I would try to sing some kind of little song or song-like thing, and it's for Shirley T. So I was going to do that for at least half of the trail, and I'll probably still continue to do it because it's kind of fun. I don't get to see people's reactions, so doesn't matter. If they like it, great. If you don't, well, I'll never know unless you put it in the comments. So that's why I've been doing that. That's for Shirley T, to try to make up for the guilt that I have felt for all these years, to put it behind me. And so I will sing one last song for Shirley T. The rest will be just for fun. But I was listening to the Kingston Trio once, and they were playing around in the front, and they made a mistake, and somebody said, "This song is for Shirley." So I said, okay, this would be good for Shirley. Apparently the Kingston Trio did that a lot, or other people did too. So, but this one I heard. So this song is for Shirley. It takes a guilty heart to sing a guilty song. It takes a guilty heart to sing a guilty song. It takes a guilty heart to sing a guilty song. I'm guilty now, but I won't be guilty long. For Shirley T. Now, the second part of the title of Sing a Song and Make the Chili, the Make the Chili part, has to do with the meme. And these are both related to each other, about doing things for people now, in the moment, in the present. And it was a meme that was on Facebook where two women were walking along, and one of them would have been very recently widowed, and it was in a tragic accident, just quick, and her husband was gone, and she was a widow. Just, no warning. So they were walking, she was trying to grieve, and she asked the other woman, well, what are you going to have for dinner? And the other woman said, oh, I don't know. My husband wants chili, but, I'd have to go by the store. There's a couple of ingredients that I don't have at home, and have to stop and do all that. And I don't know that I want to do that, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And the other woman just kind of sighed. And she looked at her friend and said, make the chili. Make that chili. You may never get another chance. This, because you never know when someone you love may be taken away from you. So sing a song when somebody asks you to, and make the chili. Do what will make your loved one happy. It's not going to cost that much, and you will not have any regrets that you have to live with. Yeah, so there you go. That's what it is all about.